जल नीति आप यूरिन से करो, कितना वीडियोस भरी पड़े, कितना रिसर्च भरी पड़ी है। बोन कैंसर, लंग कैंसर, एक बच्चे का दिमाग सेरिब्रल पैल्सी था बाय बर्थ, 10 साल में उन्होंने उसको ठीक कर दिया, वो बोल रहे हैं कैंसर भी ठीक कर दिया। उनका नंबर भी है और वेबसाइट है urintherapy.in, और नंबर मैं बोल देती हूँ एक बार, 9342872578। तो बट उन्होंने मेरा फोन नहीं उठाया, वरना मैं जगदीश बुरानी है ना, यूट्यूब पे सर्च मारा है, इंडिया में ये कर रहे हैं। और कोई किसी को भी ट्राई करना है, पहले इनसे बात कर लो जो स्पेशलिस्ट है इनके, और फ्री में कर रहे हैं। आपको पता है कि इन साइंसेस में ना तो कोई चार्ज करता है ना कुछ करता है। किसी को ट्राई करनी है इनका सुपरविजन में कर लो भाई। बड़ी बड़ी बीमारियां, कीमोथेरेपी करा रहे हो, ये करा रहे हो। मैं तो अपने थैलेसेमिया के बच्चों को भी बोलूंगी कि कोई 5-7 बच्चे ट्राई करके हमें रिजल्ट्स बताओ।
Yes, my Shivambu is the best medicine for me. It can be used externally and also can cure the internal cases, any type of disease. So I started practicing Shivambu therapy.
The idea that our urine contains poisonous elements is merely a myth and not proven by facts. Our urine contains 95% water, 2% urea, and the rest is other medically important elements like growth hormones, insulin, and urokinase. Urokinase is an element that is useful for dissolving clots in our arteries and veins that can lead to heart attacks and strokes. How can knowing this be helpful to you? It was helpful for a company called Enzymes of America in 1988 when they discovered that urine has urokinase. And they realized that people were flushing down potential medicine down the drain. So they designed a filter that could collect that urokinase from 10,000 men's urinals around the country, and were able to tap into a medicine industry worth $500 million a year. In August 1993, Forbes magazine published an article about Fabio Bertagnelli, who owned the largest fertility drug-producing company in the world. The drug, Preganol, that improves the chances of conception, was made from the urine of postmenopausal women. In fact, in Tibet, a cure for infertility requires couples to drink each other's urine. Why didn't I know all of this? It was never a secret, because if you do a search on Amazon, you'll be finding dozens of books on the subject of urine therapy, and a number of research papers in reputed medical journals on the use of urine. In fact, ancient records from Egypt, India, and China refer to the use of urine therapy. Between 1996 and 2013, there were 6 world conferences held around the world, attended by people of over 50 countries on the subject of urine therapy. I didn't know any of this because I never made an effort to know it. About 2 months ago, one of my friends came to visit me, and I told him that I was experimenting with urine therapy. He looked at the glass of water I had given him, and he freaked out. He asked me, "Am I a part of your experiment?" I told him, "I would love to give you my urine, but it works better if you use your own." He told me, "What rubbish! If humans were supposed to drink their own urine, they would have had the natural instinct to do so." I told him, humans also don't have the natural instinct to practice meditation or to do regular exercise, which is clearly conducive to good health. Interestingly, humans don't question their natural instincts when they are imbibing strong liquors or smoking hundreds of cigarettes. Instead, anyone who has done some farming or gardening should have realized that when dead leaves are dug back into the soil, the resultant fruits are sweeter, the flowers are more fragrant, and the trees are healthier. The dead leaves that seem useless, are not they far from useless? Can the same principle be applied to the human body? After doing some research, I found out that urine therapy is a little more complicated than just putting dead leaves back into the soil. Firstly, because I could not use any urine. It had to be the first urination of the morning, because our first urination contains medically important substances that are produced when we sleep. Secondly, I could not practice urine therapy if I was having a lot of acidic foods or animal proteins or on any medications. Thirdly, I had to capture the midstream of the first morning urination, because the first stream and the ending stream can contain sediments. So every morning, I used to get a cup, go to the bathroom, and guess okay, this is the midstream coming. Then I would capture that and really ask myself, how can this help me? I definitely had a problem with dandruff. That happens when our scalps get dry. So I started massaging urine onto my scalp. I must tell you, the biggest concern I had was I would stink. However, I found out that when urine is massaged and completely absorbed into the skin, it does not stink at all. After about 2 weeks of trying that, I found my dandruff to disappear. And I told my friends, I have cured my dandruff. They told me, you must be using a very good shampoo. I told them, it's not only good, it's free. Urine is able to cure dandruff because of its moisturizing properties. In 1992, a study was done at the University of Copenhagen in Denmark that found out that the urea in urine is a more effective moisturizer than most commercial oil-based moisturizers like Nivea. What I really wanted to know, however, was if drinking my urine would help me. I thought that I had to be a hero to drink my own urine. The first time I drank my urine, I didn't know if it was helping me. However, what I did know is that it tasted somehow bitter and salty. So I decided to add some flavoring to it. Every morning I would cut a piece of lemon, take it to the bathroom and squeeze it into a cup of urine and drink it. My roommates noticed that I was taking a piece of lemon to the bathroom every day. They asked me, what do you do with this piece of lemon? I didn't think that they would like my answer. So I told them I scrub my nose with it. I don't think they believed that. After about 2 months of drinking my own urine, I got used to the taste, and after that, I could drink it neat. I realized the taste of my urine really depended on the kind of food I was having. If I was having acidic foods, a lot of animal proteins or spices, it did not taste as nice. But if I was having a lot of fruits and water, it tasted good. Urine tasted almost like water if I was fasting on just urine and water. So how did it help me? In a physiological and psychological sense, looking closely and slowly thinking about perhaps the weirdest and strangest part of myself left me feeling more fearless, and I appreciated myself more. It created profound changes in me as to what I really am and everything that surrounds me. If you're ever thinking about practicing urine therapy, do not do it if you're having animal protein or using medications. It is preferable